asleep amidst the trees.
So, I'm new here but wanted to post these stories about my 70-year-old plus family home. So, I still currently live in my family home. I've been living back here for the past 3 years. My grandpa, nan, and father all passed away inside the house, so there's history here. The first time I experienced something in this house was quite a few years ago. I was with my friends and we were playing a prank on another friend who was sleeping over at the time. We were going to barge into the room while he was sleeping and wave sparklers in his face and make a lot of noise to wake him up. I decided to film this and share it with my other friends. When I looked back at the footage the next day while we were preparing to barge into the room, we were trying to be quiet not to wake him. There was a very clear voice in the video that didn't belong to anyone. It had a very thick American accent and it said, "Get out of my way." None of us heard it in that moment, only in the video. Another time I experienced something in the house was when I was having an argument with my girlfriend, and mid-sentence all the taps on the house turned on at the same time. Now this could have been due to faulty plumbing, but it scared the crap out of both of us, enough to stop arguing. Not too sure if this is paranormal or not. I have been touched by something on my neck while washing dishes. I was home alone and washing dishes late at night and I felt a cold, almost wet touch stroke the back of my neck. It made the hairs on my neck stand up and sent tingles down my arms. But now we get to the interesting stuff. So because the house is very old, we have had it renovated and now the activity has multiplied. Just last night, I heard someone walking down my hallway and stop outside my bedroom. No one was home, just me. Doors are open when I knew I have shut them, and doors are closed when I know that I have left them open. But the weirdest one has only started in the past few nights. When I'm in bed at night, I can hear someone walking on my roof. Not an animal, like human steps. I've rushed outside with a flashlight to check, thinking there was something or someone actually on my roof, but there was nothing. It has happened every night at around midnight without fail. Just someone on my roof. I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff over the years, but this house is definitely haunted, but I don't feel unsafe in it. I feel as if my family were making it known that they are here with me still. This is not fake, this really happened. Last winter, I was home alone in a particular night, which is unusual. I live in a duplex. My upstairs neighbors went snow machining up near Fairbanks, Alaska. I live in Anchorage, by the way. It was between 3 to 4 a.m. on a Sunday night. My daughter was at a sleepover, my man was at work, so it was just me and my 2 kitties. We were watching TV. And I had smoked some tree earlier in the night. We lived here for about 3.5 years now and have a regular haunting as my landlord's husband died all of a sudden from a burst aneurysm. He is mischievous and will turn the TV off when I am watching something he doesn't like, more likely a reality TV shows. I have seen him move things, but I don't see him a lot, out of the corner of my eye, mostly. This experience wasn't him. It was much more darker. I had the TV on. I had 2 battery-powered lights on, my bathroom light in the master bedroom, and the hall light on. My cats' names are Pepper and Milo. The bathroom door has sliding mirrors. It was opened and so was the door to my room. I'm drifting off to sleep with 1 cat in front and 1 behind me. Pepper was behind me and Milo was in front of me. Pepper is tall and lean. He has gray stripe, and Milo is a medium-haired tabby. He was laying in front of me. All at once, Milo and Pepper jumped up immediately in a defense position when all of the lights went out, including the 2 battery-powered lights. I laid there in fear as my cats were spitting and growling extremely low at the figure by the bathroom door. Milo came and got in front of me, as if to protect me, as he watched the tall black figure emerge from the bathroom closet. After a second, it dissolved into darkness as all the lights came back on. I grabbed my cats and ran my ass out of that house. I didn't even put on my shoes, and my keys were next to me, and we dipped. I haven't had any other experiences with that particular entity. Side note, I have always been extremely energy conscious. I'm not a medium or anything like that. I have had a lot of experience with paranormal activity. I'm glad I have somewhere to share my stories now. I had lived in an apartment that had recently become vacant. Anyway, I'm in my early 20s. We're getting off work, and of course we want to drink for the weekend. So my boyfriend is out picking up liquor and picking up a mutual friend of ours, and I'm just getting off of work. I work at a pizza shop at the time, so I usually came home just stinking and wanting to shower. This time coming home, something was off. The place was ghetto, so the front door was a sliding glass door. So, to explain the layout, it was basically the front of the apartment was the kitchen and the living room, and the second back part was the bedroom and the bathroom. The bedroom just being separated from the living room by a slided door. This time coming home from work, that door was open. Let me explain. I have seen ghosts all of my life, but this was different. Adrenaline shot up my spine. My hair stood on end because there was someone in that doorway. Someone very tall, blonde, with overalls. I'm now laughing at this Ace Ventura moment, screaming into the sliding glass door as I ran away. I let out a loud scream and got the fuck out to call the police. Tears forming. So pissed and scared someone was in my home. I was thinking that I was going to have to say to the cops, like, I came home to find someone robbing my apartment. I had a shitty old flip phone, so even 911 can take a few moments to connect. I realized the person looked familiar, but how is that possible? I know this makes me slightly crazy, but I look inside and there's no one there. If it were a real human being, they would have had to jump out the 2-story bathroom window. I saw Jerry. I took the apartment knowing he had died there of natural causes. I knew him while he was alive, and he seemed like a decent guy. I originally gave him no thought because I've been living there for months without any experiences, not any. I went in there and I said to him, "Hey, I know this is your place before it was mine, but don't ever scare me like that again." Who knows, I probably startled him given the fact that I saw him in full form. Even since then, I would feel acknowledgement that he's there from time to time. But I never saw him in the flesh again. I lived there for at least a year or so after that.